inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. And attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to. I'm listening.
Are you private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again. files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that.
How about
I believe
now,
there is
Ramen?
more
Can
to
you
this
hear me?
case than just
I've been sitting
an
here reading
accident.
everything, and I didn't know I was muted. Crap baskets. Can anybody hear me? Check, 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 check. It's good to see you too, Ramen. Hopefully I'm not muted now. Hold on. Woohoo! Alrighty. I must have hit the switch on my mic. I have two switches. I didn't realize it was. Well, me reading everything was just stupid. I've been reading it myself the entire time when the stuff came up. Stephen Webster, I believe there is more to this case than an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Good thing you missed the beginning of it, Ramen, because it was kind of spooky
The
and
sender's
scary.
label mentions Warehouse 36.
Lots of blood and
That's
guts.
right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
So okay, so kill the old guy. Okay. Let's see.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It
Yeah, he
came
does
with
look like kind of a
Sarah's last
cultist type
painting.
person.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Okay. I would say that. That's true.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
It was
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her
dead
honor.
fish and
Quiet down.
wells and guts
I'm on your
everywhere
side.
and cultists summoning something.
Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
take
your
the
soul
case.
be taken by Cthulhu. That's
I'll go
why.
to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Hey, why does he have
Something's
tentacles?
queer, but it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Okay, why am I going back over here to look?
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. It seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Okay, ooh, we got all kinds of stuff lit up. The Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all illnesses known in the civilized world, not including ones that came from the great old ones or the occult. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. I got. I'll pop it. I'll cap him if he does. Ramen. I'll get him. Okay. Let's see anything else. Oh, I didn't even look at that picture.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Let's leave for Darkwater. Let's go to Mount Pilot, worship Satan. Woohoo! Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left a rather disturbing painting. On the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be a starting point for Pierce's investigation. I'm gonna die. And I am keeping my streams to an hour, Ramen. Unless I'm in the middle of something, and then hopefully I can save it. But I am strictly keeping my streams to an hour. Unless it's a big gaming stream and a lot of people are playing. But when I do it solo, strictly an hour. Take a boat. It looks like it took a trawler. Ooh, an intro. He just walk around with his eyes closed all the time? Odd. Dun dun. Andy.
Almost there.
It's like we're going to the island where King Kong was. Call of Cthulhu. A Chaosium game. Aha! The boat's name is Scylla. Where's the crib this at? That's nice. Oh, okay, that's a wreck boat.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Okay, Bob. Yeah, just throw a cigarette down where fuel could be. That's smart.
Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Not much to look around, but okay. This looks like something out of like a darker version of the Pie movie that Robin Williams was in back in the that was like early '80s.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster? You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
A great old
You
one.
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't?
Thank you for calling.
Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm
I'll
not
have
getting
to
into
do
those
that.
games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Let's go over here and talk to Jeeves and see what he
Don't
says.
put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Yeah, it does. I'll go have a.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
I'll go.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us in
Was that
trouble.
Fitz for? Okay.
You can't understand. You're not
You
sailors.
can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast
What an
back in the
asshole.
water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Cops. They can't understand.
Let's hope I don't get beat up by these. Oh, this is Cabin Boy. That's what this is.
Man, can we sort this out? You can see he's having
Nothing
fun.
for you here
There's
either.
nothing to sort
Pretext.
out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
Okay, I guess I'm going to the bar then. This is Cabin Boy. These pipes are clean.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Well, we're going to the bar, it looks like. Ramen, you get your wish. Alcohol, go have a beverage and... He needs killing, I think.
Hey, be careful.
Why does it look like she'd be the type to say, hello, darling?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
That's possible, Ramen. I'll have to go on Steam and look for it and download it.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply
Rob.
wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want.
What an
Anything
asshole.
else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that
I think
go
he's
with
well
it.
on his way to cirrhosis.
But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
You have a point.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
I think I went the wrong way.
Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Well, we gotta find the hookers first for him to die. See if he'll give me a drink
Captain
now.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything
Oh, well.
else?
That'll be all for now.
Let's go see what this chick back here wants. She was eyeing me.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
I guess she didn't want to talk.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our
Excuse
island.
me, sorry.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true.
1847.
Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Lord. That's not good.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last. the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I didn't see that one. It didn't. Maybe she was a dude. Who knows?
I bid you farewell.
That's why she went crazy.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Her name was Einhorn. Hey, wait a minute. This guy looks familiar.
Nightmares.
No, that's not him.
Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
21st May, 1847. Miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We've given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Thursday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond of the formidable toothed whale. The cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors, why do I think this is more like a great old one or a bayaki? Or not a great old one, but definitely a bayaki. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that this immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting up his warehouse for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Let's see. Special evening at the Stranded Well. To celebrate the return of the brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Well invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with your friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate.
Gifted with its own consciousness until it finds a new reader.
What did he say?
Well,
My God.
well, let's go see old Fitzroy. Let's go over to the Harbor Master. Do.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay, he's over here.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible: 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who want this information hidden? Dun dun dun. Well, you said to follow you outside and go to the docks. I'm going to the docks. There, Chief.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Well, hell.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Okay, let's go ahead and...
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Let's see... Already done all that. Go to bar. Okay, I gotta get inside. Gotta get inside that warehouse. The warehouse.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
Hey, look, it's two ruffians. Let's go here and talk to him real quick.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
This Cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
And drink. Alright, I've asked all those questions. I think I
That
asked
statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Okay, I've already done that.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Okay, there's the saint. Let's walk down here and take a look at the grand statue of Saint Brendan. And they need to fix these piers. We'll come back to that in a second. Well, it does have like a green cast to it, so okay, it's the
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
One of these was glowing. It's this one right here. Let's go visit the town here.
There.
It would help if I had something to see with. We'll come back to that. Ah!
Hello, old friend.
Ah! Got me a bottle of booze at least. No, I don't want to go back in. Okay. Doesn't look like he wants to talk about anything.
You could tell him. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep... What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it!
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
We were working together before you were born.
You think she's a fossil like you?
I'm older than her, you idiot.
What an amateur. Go on, beat it. We've seen enough of you.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Let's try it again.
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Let's go and see if we can't talk to her again. Oh, there's a priest right here. No, it's another upper cop.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Alright, this is where we're going to wrap it up. I've been on for an hour. I'm glad this game automatically saves. I will be back. I don't know what I'll play tomorrow. But I will be back sooner or later to pick up this game, definitely, because this looks like it's going to be a fun little ongoing adventure. But I will talk to everybody later. Thank you for all who joined me. Ramen, Rob, thank you very much. Everybody have a good evening. Bye.